Yo, got something for you guys today. Check it out. It's the one of a kind. I'm pretty sure none of you guys never seen one before. It was my first time looking at it. A real Gucci Cadillac limo. Belonged to Jackie Gleason's, and today lands. KandyonChrome will have the exclusives. Come check it out. Magic City Classics started now about 3 to 4 years ago. The actual name, because I've been doing this for well over 20 years. You know, just buying and selling classic cars. Started off with Dong. You know, it's grown into something big, and it keeps growing. You know, trying to just bring you the cleanest cars that I can find. You know, because if I like them, my clients will like them. That's for a fact.
How many miles are on this Cadillac?
The Cadillac has 5,000 miles, actual documented miles. It was bought out here in Miami, then driven to Boston, where the car lived its life. You know, so that alone was probably like 2,200 miles, give or take. You know, it was driven once to a wedding. Then besides that, it just sat in the barn. You know, the original owners didn't want the public to see the car, just because he knew it was a rare piece and they didn't want no emblem stolen or whatnot. Because if you lose a piece from this car, it's irreplaceable. Like there's no aftermarket parts for it, you know. God forbids anything happens to the roof, like that's actual Gucci material, you know. So it's something that you can't replace that. So it's, you know, it's a pretty rare item. It's one of one, the only one out there in existence so far.
And that hood ornament is just exclusive to that car.
Yeah, all the emblems, all the ornaments, you know, the print is exclusive, patented for a Cadillac. You know, it was the actual conversion. I have the window sticker to the car stating that it's an actual Gucci conversion car. You know, it's not nothing put together. That's the way it came out of the dealer. It's a full converted car. Brand new. The only thing that's been replaced has been the battery. Everything else is original from '84. Original Provenance stickers with the date of manufacture. Let's obviously look what it is. You know, it's a rare car. It's one of one. It's the only one out there like this. That's factory Gucci converted limo. It's not a put together, you know. It's a very rare piece, especially only having 5,000 miles on it.
Whose car was this?
It was Jackie Gleason's. He was special ordered for him. He was a West Palm Beach native. Actually died out here in Florida. He was special ordered. It took him 2 years to make the limo. You know, as far as getting all the conversion, all the material and everything from Gucci. And all the emblems, if you notice, look at the hood ornament. It's all custom made by Gucci, you know, for the car. Factory conversion. Drives awesome. Drives like new. You know, I wouldn't hesitate to drive it anywhere. It's definitely a museum piece. Yeah, it's even got the original tires. And never even changed the oil. It still even has the factory oil from '84. You know, nothing's been touched. It's basically how it was put away for like 30 years. The car was never used. They used to hide it because they didn't want the public to see it. Special company owned the car. When Jackie Gleason passed away, and it was never purchased by him, so Actually, Citgo gas station bought the car, and did my research on it, and you know, it's very high priced. You know, back in '84 it was $100,000. You know, with today's inflation, it's $275,000. And you know, who would want a limo? Who would think about it? You know, you had to be a flashy motherfucker for that.
How do you think this thing fits in Miami?
Oh, she blends right in, especially being the conversion was done here in Bremen, you know, 29 and Biscayne. So it definitely fits the criteria, the Miami Vice swag on it, you know, especially being the '84 car. You know, it's definitely a Miami car.
Tell me about what your plans are with the Promised Land, man.
We're definitely gonna be the only ones out there with a Gucci car. You know, we always tend to try to do things different. That's why even my truck has 2 doors, not 4 doors. You know, we always try to think outside the box. It's just we never try to blend in, you know. That's why I could take a 71 over there. It's not a big deal. Try taking a Gucci Limo on 24s. You know, it's definitely going to be something to be looked at.
How big do you think the deal's this Promised Land Rick Ross car show going to be?
I don't know. There's definitely a talk about it, so we'll have to really see. It's pretty pricey for what it is, but you know what they say, it costs to play. So if you're crying about the price, obviously that ain't the show for you. Should be a lot of heavy hitters out there. Finally, the top 5s could be right next to each other to see who really runs this shit. It's a lot of competition out there with the 71s, you know. I try to stay out of that shit. Just it ain't for me, you know. But there's definitely a lot of top 5 people, and I don't know, sometimes these judges just be basing shit on pictures, you know. You really got to pull up to the car and really get down to it, you know. Anything goes good in pictures, but how does it look when you really see the car? That's where it counts.
Do you think the top 5 is based on popularity?
Yeah, that's it. You got people out there. My boy Winner Circle out there, he's got definitely a top 5. You know, people don't. I don't know. I don't really know what they base their stuff on. You know, because you're talking about he's got a full roadster chassis, he's got a fully built car, Browski motors and shit. You know, and just other cars are mentioned that are not even close to that. So it's definitely based on popularity, but it's good. You know, it's competition. And I guess that's what makes it fun, you know. That's how. But at the end of the day, you really got to know who it is. So I guess the Promised Land is going to be where the top 5s pull up.
All I ever wanted was some goldies. All I ever wanted was some goldies.